Hey Hayden, last night was crazy, huh?
Yes, it was, Daddy.
Kareem, what are you doing?
Are you okay? How do you feel about Hayden after all this?
I love him even more.
I'm single. And I'm about to move here.
What's wrong with you? Like, your energy is real heavy right now. You love me. You're good. I love y'all too.
What's wrong? Is everything okay?
No, I just ran into my crazy ass ex-boyfriend and
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to my channel. On this particular video, we are going to be asking the gay man a question, but before I get into that, if this is your first time seeing me, do me a solid and hit that like button. Let's get this video up to 50 likes. I told you guys that I will continue this series if you can get me over 50 likes. Also, I need you guys to do me a solid and follow me on all my social media, A Connection TV on Twitter and A Connection TV on Instagram. And another also, listen, we have an online streaming network that we are trying to build and build and build and build and build. The only way that we can get greater and higher is if you guys support that as well. So if you would be so kind to go over to watchactv.com and check that video out, that would be amazing. Now, I have to say thank you again. You know, it feels great doing regular videos, regular vlog videos, and, you know, us keeping up with the engagement, or me keeping up with the engagement with you, or you actually being engaged and wanting me to do these videos. Usually when I do videos of myself or by myself, nothing really happens. There's no real traction, right? And so it makes me feel like, what's the point of doing videos if there's no traction? But you guys are liking this and you're wanting me to continue this, so I'm going to continue it. So, last video, some of y'all got in y'all feelings. Well, I don't know if it's some or one. I talked about interracial dating. So let's do a recap real quick on that before I get all into it. So, top comments. Earl Ford says, I'm a little confused with something. You start the dialogue with her, how someone can be missing out on so much, but yet you have never dated out of your race, as well as I am not jealous, quotes, but yet you can tell everyone what they're missing out on. I think you need to ponder on that and think about that. I understand and feel you on the police analogy, and everything you made all well stated. Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'll address it and we'll continue on. Charles Yas, thank you, Charles. You're always leaving comments, much appreciated. Wes, I'm in an interracial relationship, and I have found that some of my friends have a problem with it, and my partner has some problems with his friends. We are all part of the rainbow. Time to get over it. I will say this: the scariest situation we've been in was being pulled over by the cops, and they pulled their guns on us. Put handcuffs on us. Dang police. Love, Orlando. Power of You with Andrew. I am not shrinking in my blackness for anyone. I love being able to relate with black men because I am one. Microaggressions are real. Not to say I am against interracial dating. It's just not for me. And that's the thing. Everything that I talk about in this video is not for me, or it is for me. I'm speaking about me. Okay? And like I say all the time, you can adopt similar connections despite our differences, or not adopt anything at all. You know, everything that I discuss in this video is I'm not telling you how to run your life or what to do in your life. I'm just telling you about how I feel about things, and in my opinion, and my experiences, right? That's it. Scorpio Noir says, I've tried dating outside of my race. I've learned that I'm not physically attracted to anybody but black men. And when you learn that about yourself, you live within that. You're okay with that, you know? If you are okay with that, then rock, do you. Everybody, see, that's the thing. Like, everybody does what's best for them, and that's the only point. Do what's best for you. And then the last comment, we'll get into it. Personality theory gives an openness to experience score to everyone. If you're high in this, you will be more open to dating different kinds of people, living in different countries, trying different kinds of food, etc. People who are low will want the same thing they are already used to and will be less open to dating different kinds of people. Everyone can explore their own openness to experience level. Yes, I like that, James Higgleby. I think Higgleby, however you pronounce that. I like that, right? I've tried dating outside of my race. Going back to the original comment, and not to make this too long, but I've tried dating out of my race. And with that particular person, at that particular time, with my particular experience in life, it just did not work out. I've gathered from myself that I want to, like I stated in my first video, to have more things in common with the person that I'm engaged with. And I haven't found a white person, a Hispanic person, or any person outside of my black culture that I can vibe with and rock with and connect with, and there's a chemistry and there's a gel there, right? So again, I'm not opposed to dating outside of my race, nor am I looking at anyone else like, why aren't you dating within your race? That's trifling. Because who am I to tell somebody what they should and shouldn't do? My video was with regards to people that have a problem with it. And I was trying to express and explain why people may have a problem with it. And if you are that type of person that has a problem with it, then everything that I was saying you should adhere to, because you clearly have a problem with it. But if you don't have a problem, you can disregard everything I said in the video. That's it. Moving on to the next topic. And this might get some of y'all riled up, and I don't care. God dang it, because I'm speaking from experience, and I'm speaking about my life, and you can adopt similar connections despite our differences, or not. It's okay. But definitely hit that like button, because I still want to do videos like this. I like talking to y'all. It's nice, okay? I'm not the entertainment vlogger, you know, I'm not the gossip vlogger, talking about people's problems and you talk bad about them. I mean, that's not really me. That's not what this channel is about. So I like talking about life, you know, things that I've actually gone through. So for me, appreciate it, thank you. Hit that like button. Now, gay men, I have a question. Why are we all single? Now, get your snacks. I don't know if this is gonna be long or not, and I'm not really trying to make this an hour-long video, because it could really be an hour-long video. At this particular time, I am not currently single. So when I say why are we single, I'm speaking about y'all, not me, okay? And that's no shade, that's no nothing, but you know, when you need to file that. All of that is unnecessary. So all of that is unnecessary. So I like to say partnership. I don't like to say relationship. Relationship to me is a stereotype. It's a social construct. And it's plainly and purely based off of societal rules and regulations. And I'm already gay. And I don't fit the status quo within that, you know, within that bubble. So I'm not trying to cater to, you know, the rules and regulations that the world has established that relationships should be following. I'm not here for it. So I'm not in a relationship. And that's just how I look at it. Vic doesn't look at it like that. I mean, he's had to get used to it because he's dealing with me. But, you know, he's more on the traditional sense of relationships than I am. And so, why are we single? There are a lot of reasons why people are single. But the main reason why you, if you are single watching this video, are single is because of you. That's it. You're single because you want to be single. And what I mean by that is you're remaining single, therefore you want to be single. You may have a desire to be in a relationship, but you want to be single because you are single. Period. I said what I said, I'm not changing it. Now, let's dive a little deeper into that, okay? Because somebody, well, I'm just not gonna date any old person, Wes. You're not gonna tell me, yep, I'm gonna stay single because I'm not gonna settle. Okay, that's fine. at the end of the day, you're choosing to stay single, which is what I said. You're single because you want to be single, period. Now, am I telling you to date any old person just so you're in a relationship? No, that would be dumb. That would be extremely dumb. Why would you do that? Just to say, oh, I'm in a relationship. Oh, yeah. Finally, after 17 years, I found someone for me. Nobody's telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. But what I'm telling you to acknowledge is that the reason why you are single is because of you. Stop blaming other people. Oh, they only want me for me, or I mean, they only want me for my money, or, you know, I can't find a guy to treat me right, or, you know, I want a guy to shower me with gifts, or I want a guy that has a degree and has his own car and doesn't live with his parents. I want a guy that has 7 inches or more. Like, all of these what I want and what I want and what I want is the reason why you're single. You're single because you want to be single, period. Or you're single because you want this ideal, you know, thing that you've made for a man. You drew it out and you're like, that's what I want to date, so I'm gonna date that. And if that doesn't come my way, I'm not dating nothing else. I want that. So you don't get that, so you're single. It is what it is. Now, some of you out there, I'm gonna stay on this because I still think you're not listening to what I'm saying. I still think you're not listening to what I'm saying. I think everyone is entitled to have preferences. I think everyone is entitled to have likes and dislikes, desires and wants in a person. I just think that you should be aware of your list. You should be aware of whether or not it's kind of hard to find that kind of person, or maybe it's not hard to find that person. Maybe it's just that you start off finding that person, but then you find out that they're different in other ways. You find out that y'all don't click, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, you walk away from someone or you stay with someone because you want to. Bottom line. On top of that, I think that we as a people need to figure out the things that strengthen us and the things that encourage us and inspire us and uplift us and keep us in a positive space. Those things that we want, in our partner or the person that we decide to be in a relationship with, you should identify what those, like, I'll say non-negotiables. You should identify what those non-negotiables are and see if they're, what's the word I'm looking for? If they're rational, right? Because can you find $1 million husband? How often, like the people that are in your immediate life, your immediate circle, are any of them $1 million men for you to have, oh, well, this man needs to make $1 million a year so that I can be happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be realistic. That's what I want to say. Be realistic, rational, with the non-negotiables that you've established that need to be a part of the makeup with your partner, your potential partner, guy, girl, whoever you decide to be with. You need to identify those things and see how realistic they are. Be realistic with yourself with how realistic they are, right? And start there. Let that be the base. From then, I would say, look around you. Do a full circle. Who comes in and out of your life? Are any of these particular people candidates? Do any of these particular people hold any of the non-negotiables that you carry in your notebook? If the answer is yes, then you have somewhere to start. If the answer is no, then we still need to look within ourselves. If the answer is no, you need to figure out what you need to do in life to change the trajectory of what's happening with you. Change your schedule, change where you live, change your friends. You need to figure out what you need to do, because if the answer is no, you need to change what's going on in your day-to-day to potentially find these people that could potentially have these non-negotiables that you set up, these realistic non-negotiables that you set up for yourself, right? This is the advice for the person that does not want to settle, right? And so, if you decide to be bold and brave enough and mature enough to understand that if you can't seem to look around your immediate surroundings and find any of these potential people or these people with your potential non-negotiables, that you yourself have to decide to change how you're moving, your schedule, your circle of friends, whatever, all that needs to change because you're not finding these people that you want to have these non-negotiables. So you have to change your surroundings. If you're man or woman enough or mature enough to decide to change your surroundings, and then you do that, and then maybe you start to potentially find some candidates. Be open to the interview process. Be open to the interview process, vetting these people that potentially have, you know, your non-negotiables. Vet these people and then see on the scale what you're willing to deal with and or not deal with within what these people have going on. Because you're not gonna meet your perfect match. It's highly unlikely that you're gonna meet someone that's just perfect, right? So understanding that and understanding that to be life, you need to figure out what areas within this particular person are you good with and are you not good with? Do they cover your non-negotiables or are they completely way off? Let's just say you have 8 non-negotiables and that person meets 6 of them. That's a shot. That's a person that deserves a shot. Some of y'all are out there is like, nope, they don't meet my 8 non-negotiables, I'm done. Then you're single for the rest of your life. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's because you want to be single. No one is perfect, especially you. You out there that's watching this video that is currently single for whatever particular reason you've devised up for yourself, you're not perfect. You're not. You're not. So I would encourage you to stop acting like everyone else is supposed to be perfect when you're not. And if you're watching this video like, oh yeah, I'm fine, it ain't me, it's always somebody else, you're the problem. You're the problem because it takes 2 to say no. It takes 2 to tango. So you're a part of the problem and a part of the resolution for the reason why you continue to be single. So you go through the process, you meet these potential people that you know, cater to your non-negotiables. Let's say you have 8, they hit 5 or 6. You maintain your level of maturity in this adult world that we live in, and you decide to give them a shot. Because at the same time, they're giving you a shot too. So y'all actually date. Go out on dates. Y'all actually get to know each other. Vibe or don't vibe. But that's what the whole point of dating is, right? To vibe or don't. To figure it out or not. Right? Let's say you go out on a couple dates and it doesn't work out. Okay. Maybe you realize that this particular person is not the best for you. But don't be that type of person that's going to be like, well, he didn't pay for my bill. or I saw his ex on the way to our date and I just didn't like how he handled it. Like, we put ourselves through some trivial things that keep us single. And then we wonder like, oh my God, why am I still single? You're single, like I said in the beginning of the video. You're single because you want to be. Everybody like to use that, well, I don't want to settle, I don't want to settle. Okay, you don't have to, by your definition, settle. You don't have to settle, but don't be crying me a river every time when you complain about being single. That's what this video is for. This video is not for the, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, I'm fine by myself. I'll be by myself all day, all my life. Okay, great. Clearly I'm not talking to you. Clearly I'm not talking to you. If you are a person that has no complaints about being single, this video is not for you. But if you're the one that's at home crying all the time, oh my God, why am I so single? I can't find nobody. Then you're the problem. And that's just that. I'm not changing that. You're the problem. Okay? And even if you say, well, Wesley, no, that's not fair because I do what I'm supposed to do. And I do everything that you're saying in this video, Wes. It's just, I always find the wrong guy. Well, then that's another question that you need to ask yourself. The type of people that you're going for, why are they always the wrong guy? Maybe you should go for someone else. You think? Maybe you should go for someone else. And then you can be like, well, nope, because I like what I like. Okay, cool. If you like what you like, and you don't want to, and you're having all these concerns and issues about people, and you're not willing to change the things that you want within a mate to potentially be in a relationship, stop complaining about being single. You have full control over your relationship status. Stop complaining about being single and just live your life and be happy. Because 7 times out of 10, when you live your life and you're not concerned about booing up, Netflix and chilling, going on social media apps or whatever have you, you are likely to come across someone haphazardly and build a connection with that person. It happens usually it happens more so than not. And so yeah, that would be with this video. I think I said everything I wanted to say in this video. A lot of times people have high expectations and or high standards or high wants and demands, and like they're not even given half of what they're wanting from other people. Like, you know, people want millionaire boyfriends or girlfriends. They're not even 100 there. You know, they want a millionaire. They're not even 100 there. Like, how dare you? You want to live in a mansion, you live with a roommate. Like, what are we talking about here? What's going on? You know, you want somebody with a car, but you take the MARTA, or you take the bus, or you're Ubering it everywhere. But the person you want has to have a car. What? How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Gay men, why are you single? Because you choose to be. And why are you continuously finding the wrong people? Because for whatever reason, you've decided that the wrong people is what you're attracted to. So you need to reevaluate your willing system. What are you willing to deal with? What are you willing to love? You need to change your willing skill, because clearly you keep not hitting it. You're not hitting it, sis. Or sir, you're just not hitting it. So again, it's all up to you. You have the power to remain single. You have the power to remain in a relationship. You know, even if we get to the point where, oh my God, he cheated, Wes, I had to break up with him. You made that decision to break. You made that decision to break up with him. I'm not telling you to stay with somebody that cheats on you. But again, we ultimately have full control over our lives, and who we allow in our life is up to us. And who we get rid of in our life is up to us. So no matter what, the full control is up to you. It is in your power. It is in your two hands. Period. It is. Regardless of what takes place, you have full control over it. And if you decide to, flex that power and remove people from your life, or decide to be single, stay grounded and happy in those decisions, and in that decision to remain single and stop whining about it. It's just like people that want to lose weight, and they just cry all the time about how they want to lose weight, but they never do the work to lose the weight. The same shit. Same shit. But hey, it is what it is. I know I rub people the wrong way with my thought patterns, but hey, I want to get bigger. I want to get bigger and look a certain way. I'm always posting like these beautiful men on my Instagram, but I never go to the gym. But I don't complain about it to people like, oh my God, I wish I had abs. And I don't do anything about it. Like, it's ridiculous. So stop being that person like, oh my God, I wish because I used to be that person. I used to be crying on the phone with my friends. Like, oh my God, I haven't been in a relationship in 8 years. What's wrong with me? Oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. But I realized that I was the problem. I just realized I was the problem, so it is what it is. Anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this video. I probably rubbed a couple of y'all the wrong way, but it's okay. I rubbed y'all with soap, so y'all are very clean right now. And I used a clean rag. Not my nut rag, but a clean rag. So y'all are very clean right now. And it's all good, baby. It's all good. Leave your comments below. I love to read your comments clearly as you see through the recap. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AConnectionTV. And also, let's get this video up to 50 likes, 50 likes, 50 likes. I love y'all so much. And, dude.